Hey, how you doing? This is Dr. Ernie Benko with ARC Television. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you enjoy, and we'll try to do the best we can. Now here we have a new bass player with Six Guns tonight, and she came all the way from
Indiana.
amazing, Indiana to Southwest Virginia, actually St. Paul, Virginia. And we're adjacent to the third oldest river in the world, the Clinch River. But now, tell us about you and how you end up getting here and
All right.
the bass player.
All right. Well, I started playing the bass about 2 years ago. It was a gift from a family friend, and I kind of just picked it up that night and, went on. I couldn't stop playing it, so we got a good bass after that because it's a pretty bad bass, I'm not going to lie. But it's special in my heart. And I got with this band through family friend Automotive and my grandma Kathy Keeble. And yeah, I went to some practices with them. I didn't really know any of the songs they're playing, but I learned as I was going, and I've been with them for like a month and a half, I would say. And yeah, this is like maybe my fourth show with them, fourth or fifth, I think.
Well,
So,
great. You going to stay with us then?
yes.
Good. Glad you're here. Welcome.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to tell us right now?
I don't think so. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. It's great. Thanks again. See you shortly.
All right.
See you on stage, right?
Yeah, you're going to see me on stage?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. We'll do another one shortly. Thank you for watching. Yeah, hello. Again, this is Ernie Benko with ARC Television. We're in the great town of St. Paul, next to the Clinch River, the third oldest river in the world, and there's over 100 different kind of fish in the Clinch. And we are with the main man with Six Guns, and they're going to be entertaining this evening, and he's going to tell us his name and where he's from and how he got in the music business and friends and whatever else he feels like letting us know. Here he is.
Well, hey, thank you. Nice to meet you here. And I love this town. This town down here is great. I'm from Ohio. I'm from Minerva, Ohio, which is south of Cleveland by maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. We're out in the sticks. And as far as getting affiliated with the band, my friend Craig Reed, he was a Leonard Skinner guy. He traveled with the band. He was had many titles. Guitar tech was one of them, but a roadie, and the lead roadie, I guess. And he survived the plane crash of '77, which pretty soon they have a memorial for that. Actually, on the 20th of October is the memorial of that plane crash. But anyhow, through Craig, I met Savannah, who's in the band, through her grandma, and Zach, and we just kind of started hanging out at Gary Rossington's funeral, actually memorial service down in Florida. And through that, I would say the modern version of Six Gun was born. So Craig has a podcast, the Stone Roadie Show, which the proceeds of that everything goes to help the survivors of that plane crash from back then. And so they've been anointed the house band of the Stone Roadie Show, and so that's been fun. So we've been traveling here in Virginia and Tennessee and Kentucky and doing shows in the area and meeting all kind of nice people and seeing all the beautiful towns. I love it down here in Virginia, except for the night that I got lost in the woods. That was pretty scary, I'm not going to lie. But other than that, I love it down here. It's great.
Glad you're here. Let us know what we can do to help you enjoy the area. And we've got a ton of history here. I won't go into that right now, but I'll tell you later.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for talking to me and coming out to the show. And I hope everybody out there enjoys the show tonight.
I'm sure they will. Thanks again.
All right, thanks, Ernie.
Hey, how we doing? This is Ernie Benko again, ARC Television, and I have a special guest with me. And he works with Six Guns and a bunch of other things too. And he's going to tell us all about it.
Yeah, I'm the co-host. My name's Griff Martin, the Craig Reed Stone Roadie podcast, and Six Guns, kind of our adopted band. We call them the house band, and we kind of mentor them. Craig's got a lot of influence and got a lot of connections with a lot of people in the rock and roll industry, and we kind of helping them along a little bit, and but they're kind of like doing a lot of things on their own. They're propelling pretty fast. They're a really good, tight group, and I think they're going places. So keep an eye on them, because one day they're going to be with a bigger arena than this even. It's a really great place that we have here tonight, and we're really looking forward to playing here. So it's an awesome night, yeah.
Well, good. Glad you're here. Now, where are you from originally?
I worked in the space program for 35 years. That's why they call me the rocket scientist, you know. And then I met Craig, and then we got together. And Craig, you know, he traveled with the band. Craig Reed was the head roadie for Leonard Skinner. He traveled around in the early days with them, you know. He basically grew up with them as a band, and then and I ran into Craig, and we kind of partnered up, and we're helping the plane crash survivors. You know, we do this podcast, and we collect money, donations, and things like that, and we pass the proceeds over to the plane crash survivors. And a lot of them in their later ages, they have a lot of physical disabilities and things like that, so they need a little leg up. And Craig's kind of using his influence as, you know, somebody that was part of Leonard Skinner, and he certainly likes to give back to those guys and make sure they're okay, because he's doing very well in his age, you know, even though he was on the plane himself. So that's why we're here. We're supporting Six Gun, and we just like to show a little presence to help them along, and we're going to probably tape this and put it on the podcast too.
Oh, great. Well, now something else is, if somebody wants to contribute, how do they do that?
They can go to supportsurvivors.net, and they can contact me on the contact page, Griff Martin. Anything that you want to donate. If you watch and follow the podcast, Craig always has his address up there if you want to send a check or something, or maybe donate something that you have, something that maybe some kind of an artifact or something that you got from a Skinner show, or could be anything, you know. And then Craig puts a little blessing on it, and it sells, and then the money goes back to the survivors. And all the proceeds from the Stone Roadie podcast, anything that we make, it all goes towards the plane crash survivors.
Well, great. I appreciate you spending time with us. Let us
Sure,
know what
yeah.
we can do to help.
We appreciate
And
it.
glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.